Hey everyone! Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The party was buzzing with energy. Soft music drifted through the room, glasses clinked, and laughter bounced off the walls of the elegantly decorated hall. I had come expecting a celebration, not a battlefield. Clara, my wife, had recently reached a huge milestone at work, and this evening was meant to honor her success with pride and camaraderie. But from the moment we stepped inside, something felt off. Clara's eyes shimmered, but not with warmth or joy. There was mischief there, a secret plan in which I was clearly the target. She leaned toward her friends, whispering and giggling, shooting me glances laced with mockery. At first, it was subtle, little jabs that could have passed as harmless jokes. But she escalated quickly, her voice carrying over the chatter, loud enough for everyone to hear. Honestly, sometimes I wonder why I even stay with him. I could do so much better, don't you think? The laughter that followed wasn't just amusement. It was sharp, cruel, judgmental. My chest tightened with every word. Each laugh was a public reminder that she was undermining me, making me look foolish in front of friends and colleagues. The whispers and snickers around us only made it worse. I felt the weight of their judgment, the silent questions about my worth. For a brief moment, I thought about lashing out, defending myself, proving her wrong. But I knew that would only fuel the spectacle she was orchestrating. Instead, I stood quietly, shoulders back, focusing on steadying my breath. I observed her, noting each smirk and gesture, preparing myself for the moment the balance of power could shift. Beneath the humiliation, a quiet determination was growing. She might have tried to control the story, but she hadn't anticipated how it could be turned on her. Then, unexpectedly, our neighbor James, someone I barely knew beyond polite hellos, spoke up. "You know," he said calmly, deliberately, "sometimes we overlook the quiet strength in front of us. Not everything is as it seems." The room froze. Every eye turned toward him, puzzled by the sudden intervention. His words were simple, but they carried undeniable weight. Clara's smirk faltered, her confidence wobbling for the first time that night. James continued, steady and measured. "Mocking someone for their loyalty, patience, or effort doesn't make you clever. It only reveals your own smallness." The effect was immediate. Laughter died. Whispers faded into silence. Guests who had been enjoying Clara's spectacle now regarded her with raised eyebrows, sensing the shift. Her face, once smug with triumph, paled as the reality of exposure hit. James' words weren't just commentary. They were a mirror reflecting her arrogance and the consequences of her cruelty. The energy in the room transformed. Clara, once the center of attention, was now the one being scrutinized. I felt a strange mix of relief and vindication. James had done what I couldn't. He had defended me publicly, calmly, without confrontation, letting truth and quiet authority dismantle Clara's mockery. I realized then that the strongest defense isn't anger or argument. It's composure, restraint, and letting others see the truth clearly. The room confirmed it. Friends and colleagues now questioned their assumptions, watching as the arrogance dominating the night crumbled. Clara tried to respond, searching for a witty comeback. But the words failed her. The spell was broken. Her audience, who had been her accomplices in laughter, now watched her falter. The power dynamics had flipped completely. The mockery she had used to humiliate me now exposed her, leaving her defenseless in front of everyone. I remained calm, standing tall, letting the silence speak. Every second reinforced the shift. The dismantling of her pride, her carefully crafted image of dominance, by nothing more than calm intervention and truth. I felt a mix of sorrow and satisfaction. The humiliation I endured was replaced by vindication, and the guest silence underscored a lesson. Patience, integrity, and composure are more powerful than mockery or deceit. By the end of the night, the energy had shifted entirely. The whispers and exchanged glances were no longer about me, but about Clara, her arrogance, and the dramatic reversal of the situation. Guests approached quietly, nodding in respect, offering subtle smiles, acknowledging the dignity with which I had handled it. Clara, meanwhile, was frozen, unable to regain control. She had realized too late that her attempt to dominate the room had exposed her true character. I walked out into the night, head held high, heart heavy from the emotional toll, but my dignity intact. Clara followed silently, unable to meet my gaze, confronted by the consequences of her arrogance and cruelty. The party, meant to celebrate success, had become a stage for truth, and it took the unexpected words of a neighbor to change everything. That night taught me something powerful. Silence, paired with unexpected clarity, can be more devastating than any confrontation. The room witnessed it all. Humiliation reversed, arrogance exposed, and the undeniable strength of quiet composure.